Oh, am I on? Okay. All right, it is 1:30. It is the 14th day of May, 2026. We are in the Commissioner's Courtroom at the Aransas County Courthouse located at 308 North Live Oak, Rockport, Texas, 78382. I call this workshop to order. Roll call.
Commissioner Cheney is absent. Commissioner Castelline is absent. Commissioner Russo?
Here.
Commissioner Dutnick?
Here.
Judge Garza?
Here, we've got a quorum. We've got 3 members here. All right, items for deliberation or discussion. We're going to discuss Evergreen Solutions compensation study results and the proposed solutions created by key members of the Treasurer, Auditor, and Human Resources departments, including Alma Cartwright, Jackie Cockerham, Desiree Upton, Tana Taylor, Ermelinda Alvarado, and Ria Riley. And to start, I'm going to say this workshop is about reviewing the results of our recent salary study and starting a conversation about what it means for Aransas County. This study gives us data, where we stand compared to the market, where we may have gaps, where we're doing well, where we're not doing well. But one thing I want to make clear is that this is just a tool, it's not a mandate. We've worked hard over the past couple of years to stabilize our finances and reduce a multi-million-dollar deficit. So as we look at compensation, we have to balance 2 responsibilities: taking care of our employees and being good stewards of our taxpayer dollars. There are clearly some challenges identified, including positions that may be below market and issues with retention. And the question before us is not whether those issues exist, but how we address them in a way that is responsible and sustainable. This workshop is about understanding information, asking questions, and beginning to outline a path forward. With that, I'll open it up for discussion. Ms. Desiree.
Well, first off, I want to thank everybody for being here, the commissioners and the employees. I just ask that all questions and comments from employees be held until the very end. I think we're on a time limit, correct? Because you have to leave at
Yes, ma'am.
1:45? Okay. Well, starting off, I gave y'all the completed compensation study back in the fall when it was finished from Evergreen Solutions. Since then, the members of the Salary Study Committee, we have worked on this for months. We've worked through each employee's pay compared to what the salary study proposed. And we looked at everybody's tenure and used that to make determinations as well. And we came up with 2 solutions that we wanted to go through with y'all. Do you have any questions so far?
Let's see the solutions that you're
Okay.
proposing.
So if you look at page 34 from Evergreen Solutions market survey results, you'll see that there's 3 different surveys. So there's a minimum, a midpoint, and a maximum.
don't
That's
have
just
that.
3-4?
Yes,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
yes.
Oh, this, all right.
So for the minimum on that one, we said any employee that's been here 1 to 5 years would fall into the minimum. Anyone from 6 to 10 years would be in the midpoint. And then anybody 11 years or more would be at the maximum. And that's how we determined where each employee should fall.
Okay, would you say those again? That's not printed on here, right?
It's not.
Okay, then
No.
would you just say what you, and
So
I'll
for
write
the
it down.
minimum, it's 1 to 5 years being with the county. Midpoint is 6 to 10. And then max is 11 or more years.
All right, thanks.
And then once we determined where they fell on this table, that showed us the percentage that they were either underpaid or if they went above what the survey actually suggested. So what we're trying to do is just get employees that are underpaid brought up to something that's reasonable and affordable for the county. Because the survey results from Evergreen, the cost would be over $1 million to get people where they need to be. Whenever we went through everything, it was about $974,000 to get them where they needed to be. According to the survey, but our solutions are much cheaper than that. If you go to, thank you. If you go to this colored spreadsheet, to the very last page. So it's page 8. So at the very bottom, of the 10% increments, the total cost is $247,000. And then for the 7.5% increments, the total cost $334,000. And compared to a COLA of 2.5%, that total cost is $360,000. So our solutions are cheaper than a 2.5% COLA. But the difference is with the COLA, everybody gets the increase. But with our solutions, it's just people that are underpaid. And the difference on the increments, so the 10% increments means if you fell between or less than 10% underpaid, you're going to get one step. If you get 11 to 20% underpaid, you're going to get two steps. And it just went up from there. And then for the 7.5 increments, it's the same thing. So under 7.5%, you're going to get one step, and then up to 15%, two steps, and it just follows suit from there.
Will you send us that rationale later
Yes.
in text? Okay, thank you.
But what you said first, though, was like if you're under 10%, would you repeat that first, how you said it the first time? Under
So
10?
if you're underpaid, like 10% or less, you're going to get one step as an
Okay.
increase. And then if you're underpaid, like 11 to 20%, you're going to get a two-step increase.
And that same rationale goes through the others also?
Yes,
Okay.
it does. So there's only two solutions we're recommending, either the 10% or the 7.5% increments. And then we were just showing you the COLA as a reference for the cost.
I got you. Okay.
And I would like to also point out, the total cost at the bottom of these pages includes the burden, which includes insurance for every single employee. So this is actually an overestimate because not every single employee has our insurance.
But most do.
Most do,
Okay.
but yes. But let's say it's like $7,000 a year for like 10 employees, that's $70,000 that we're not actually spending.
Okay. How many employees are affected by this? I guess I understand, would there, some employees would not get step increases?
Correct.
Okay,
Some would not, unless y'all wanted to do a COLA, or unless y'all wanted to allow step increases for the next year, like throughout the year, one step or whatever you want to allow. But just on these solutions, not everybody would get anything. I think the split's about 40-60, so about maybe 40% are getting increases and 60% are not. So the study did show that a lot of people are paid more than what average is.
and that include all kind of staffing levels from,
We went through
from-
every single
from
employee.
field work to professionals when you bring that up?
Yes. Well, to be honest, the majority of people needing increases are upper level employees.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, there's a mix, but the majority is upper level employees
Okay.
and
Thank you.
elected officials.
Thank you.
Don't say that. All right.
And again, this isn't finalized. If y'all have suggestions or questions that you want us to look through, we can come up with different scenarios or we didn't include part-time employees, but we can if y'all want us to, or we can, the commissioners didn't have anything on here as well because we didn't have that listed on the survey. So there's different options we can add as well.
What do these other two packets represent? We had two other packets. I'm not sure. At least I got two other packets. Maybe I'm not supposed to have them.
I think it's maybe every single person in every department.
Yeah, we spent months going through this.
So one represents a 10% increment and the other is a 7.5%.
Oh, okay, okay.
So on that final page, 8, that we were just talking about, the people that are listed on there are the only ones who would qualify for adjustments to their salary on this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So this is a lot of information to go over. I know the commissioners, we just got this packet a little while ago. I got it yesterday, but they just got it here today. So I'm gonna give them time to look at it, see if they have any other questions.
Yeah, we didn't want to submit it through the box. We didn't want it to be public just because it's not final and we don't know what
Right.
we're gonna do. So,
You said there is a list, or you say there is a list of
She said
employees?
these are the ones that
Just-
would receive the salary adjustments, just the folks on this one sheet.
Which is,
Commissioner, I
see,
think
your
that,
last,
that she's mistaken because it's all, the whole document, and it's just one of the columns that shows what the increment, the difference is
Oh.
what's gonna be. It's
I was
not
gonna say,
just
holy
that
cow, we
one
only have
sheet.
5 departments where,
because my
It's
last
not
sheet
just
looks
the one
different than
sheet,
your.
it's one of those columns, it's the total. There's a total on
All
there.
right.
It's got the.
thank you,
uh,
Jackie.
Okay.
Increase on budget, the third.
Are you looking at this page?
Yes, but
Or
I was
this
looking at
document?
page 8, and I thought only those listed on page 8 were the ones that were going to have.
No, ma'am.
Changes.
This is a spreadsheet that is organized by department.
Right.
And in this, the number out in each incremental section that I have listed here, it's each department what the budget impact would be. So that very bottom dollar is the total budget impact for
Okay,
each
so
scenario.
looking at, we'll start with page 1. Under the 10% increment, you have numbers filled in for everyone.
Yes, that is the budget. That is the budgeted dollars for each employee. But what I did is I showed from the original budget, which is in your, kind of your second column section.
Okay, but I want to stay on this for just a minute. So I want to be sure I'm looking at what current salary is and what the proposed salary is, so that I can easily determine which job positions, which rows are seeing a difference.
But you're looking at this.
Yes, ma'am?
But this is the breakdown of everything on the other column.
So on this page, though, that is showing every single budgeted position, so not all of them have increased.
Okay,
If you want to look at this document, this will show you the exact thing you're wanting to see.
I have 2 documents, so which one should I
If you look on the
look at?
bottom left, it will say a 10% increment or a
Okay.
7.5%.
I see, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And the color codes, is that legend someplace?
I made that color code just for the amount of time the employees have been with the county.
Okay, but is like the green 1 to 5, the yellow is 6 to 10, and the red is 11 or plus?
No, it's not that exact. I was just trying to do, the red's the ones that have been here the least amount, and the green's been here the longest.
Okay,
It's hard to do because some employees have been here like 20 or 30 years.
okay. If I go back to that first one, let's just start there. And I go down the list and I look in the first column that doesn't have people's names, okay? And I see a dollar amount. And then I go over to the 10% increments. If that dollar amount is the same, that means that person is not being recommended for a salary adjustment. So then it would just be, I would go through and I would highlight which ones had a difference between that first column and then the 10% or 7.5%. And that's how I would know which positions were being scheduled for salary adjustments.
So just to add another complicated level to
No,
this.
no, Tana.
So there are some employees on here who are eligible, according to the scale that we did work up, that they are eligible for a pay increase for this purpose. But the budget for that position is budgeted higher than what they are actually being paid right now.
Okay,
So the overall effect to the budget is not changing. So that dollar amount will still be the same where you're looking at on that 10% column, because their increase that they're eligible for is already budgeted in. So it's
Okay.
not affecting an increase.
okay. But basically, I could use that other way to go through and highlight to see like the number of people, what sort of change is being recommended dollar-wise.
I think this one would be a simpler one to look at instead of you highlighting, because this will show the dollar amount, the actual dollar amount change, the percentage that they are underpaid, and the total, just the total expense, the new pay and the total expense with the increase.
Okay,
So this one would be simpler to look at.
on that page, if we go down toward the, before it has the mid-range, level range columns, you'll see it says percentage differential. If it's in red, they're making less than the market. If it's anything over, that's what they're making over the market. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay,
That's correct.
this one. Let's see right, this.
And you'll see the ID number, that is from the salary study. That's the ID number that we correlated with the job. So some of them were on the salary study and some were not, so we tried to find something comparable.
Okay,
Okay,
it's good information.
all right. Well, we're not,
Okay.
not making any decision today, obviously.
Nope, and this will give us time to review, because we'll be having budget hearings here, or budget workshops here in the near future. We've got those scheduled.
But just one question before, if I ask before we do this, but again, you said, looking at those two options as far as doing the salary adjustments, that would be less than giving everybody a COLA.
That's
So
correct, yes.
Technically, we could end up saving budgetary dollars.
We could. And that's if you weren't going to do a COLA, but that just means everyone else doesn't get anything.
Right. So we have to take that in consideration also.
Mhm.
I understand.
So like if you were to go with this 10% increment, that's much cheaper. And if you did that with the COLA, the total cost might be $600,000.
Yes.
I got you.
So it just depends on what y'all want to
We
do.
have to find how we can get there.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. And I mean, and if that means asking everybody to really watch their budget this year and ask for less at budget time for next year, maybe that's some ways we could find money.
You know, we've been working on this deficit for the past forever, few years.
Since you've been
and,
in office?
We really want to do a balanced budget this year. We need a balanced budget this year.
Yeah.
But this will take effect 2027, not 2026.
Right.
I think
But
he's
he's-
talking
That's next
about
year. Yeah, that's
2027
our,
budget.
that's our budget,
Yeah,
yeah.
have a 27, balanced 27 budget.
Yeah. All right.
So tell me again, the colors on here, red are,
Those are
The
the newer
USPs?
employees, yes, and the green's the older employees. And yellow is just somewhere in the middle. It was just easier for us to
Okay.
look at that when we were going through every single employee. We just wanted to present this to y'all so I had something to look at before budget time. So hopefully we can try to incorporate something or some of this, just because there are employees that are severely underpaid according to this study. And this isn't even getting them near where they need to be, it's just getting them something more than where they're at. And a lot of employees have left because of pay. I do exit interviews for every single one, so.
So this could be a starting point.
It
to-
could be.
Moving forward.
And we don't have to do something every year, because I don't know if that's gonna be possible, but it'd be great if we could at least do something this year.
Okay.
All right, well, this opens the door to us presenting to the Commissioners Court. I wish everybody was here, but if you go through this and you see any, where you can make it better, reach out to Desiree. So reach out to the committee and take your ideas into,
those are your pages.
to the court. Anybody got any questions?
I don't have a question, just a comment.
Okay.
She
Go
had
to
said
Mike,
some-
please.
She had said something about possibly not giving step increases. I stress that we do not take that away from us next year. If we do this, just because that's our only merit for people in our offices for them to work harder, to be more dedicated to us, is that merit increase. And it looks, and like me, I keep losing people to other departments because I'm lower. I don't know why. That needs to be looked at too, as departments' starting points need to be similar with each other, so that way this doesn't always happen.
And I
Thank-
guess we cleared my mind, COLA and step increases, we're talking two separate.
Step
Right.
increases, that one step increase that you allow us to give as
merit.
come time for their reviews for merit, if they earn it or not. I mean, it's not necessarily always given, but it helps when it comes time to
And COLA's everybody.
Yeah.
And
Cola's
COLA's
across the
everybody,
board.
yeah.
Yeah, I just want to clarify, I'm not saying we shouldn't. I was just,
I just
Yeah.
wanted to, I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, got a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn?
Second?
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick.
Aye.
Judge Garza.
Aye. Thank y'all very much.
Yeah.